Welcome to the Bloody Rally Show review. And why not go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button to keep yourself up to date on all my latest content. Okay, so there's an evil corp, and set in the future, entertainment has taken a turn for the splattersome. And so they start defrosting racers from cryosization and forcing them to race to pay back for the privilege of them doing so. And that kind of leaves you with picking your driver and setting off trying to, earn your freedom. Firstly, let's just get this out of the way. You can set the game up kind of like with different options, and you can set it up for 4 players. And you can do car battles and racing, and also online leaderboards, which is always handy to have in games like this. And as for that single player modes, each game is played in seasons, each with procedural generated tracks, which is cool. Actually, it is very cool, which means that you're never playing the same tracks kind of over and over, which kind of extends the length of the game. And if you do get a track that's kind of similar to other tracks, you can swap it out and it'll make you a new one. Add on to this, you can upgrade and buy new cars as you win money, and you also unlock upgrades as you go further into the game as well. And it is literally done by winning races and leveling your character up. I will say that the control system took me a few goes, a few games to actually get me into it, as they felt a bit clunky and also a little bit floaty as well. The game, however, is played in a top-down way with different camera angles that are available while you actually play the game, so you can swap them around if you wish. And while in game, you can actually use a weapon when you've got one. The main things that you'll be avoiding are like obstacles on the tracks, and also like things like another car shooting at you, and also like a helicopter which comes out and shoots at you as well. Interestingly enough, and in a fun squelch, running over people adds to your boost, which I thought was really cool. And also a good idea with one of those nods to, death race films. As well as this, if you do any drifting in the game, you also get boost from that as well. If you've completely fluffed up your run, you can restart the track, but this will actually cost you money, and I also thought that was a good idea as well. There are kind of different types of weather effects and areas you race in, but I will say that most actually just look like reskins of each and every one of the other tracks, but kind of like in a different shape, if you like. Once you've gone through, say, 10-20 tracks, it's kind of like looking all the same after that. I'm also pretty sure I kind of experienced a little bit of rubber banding, but it's kind of difficult to tell with a boost system in a game. At the end of each season, there's kind of like challenges, and these kind of like feel like ender level bosses, which was a good idea. And you're kind of tasked with killing someone or destroying something or many things by sliding into them or something, but it kind of like felt out of place, especially when they're asking you to, for instance, destroy a certain amount of snowmen, and you get into the level and it's more of a deserty level, and it's kind of like, why are there snowmen around? Just all kind of felt a little bit odd to me. I think if they would have like thought about this or did this mechanic a little bit different, I think this could have been really cool. But instead it comes over a little bit odd. As for them looks and sounds, it kind of all just felt a little bit average and nothing really special. It's 2021, and I would have thought that a little bit more could have been added to this, as I know that this has been out for a while on the PC. Although I will say that I did actually like the squelch when you actually run over people. It was a very satisfying squelch, let's put it that way. The game does have things to try and keep you coming back, like daily challenges, but even these did not feel too great, and more of the same really. The game just, it started feeling kind of average as you're going through it, and started to get more and more grindy after a load of tracks have been played or a load of seasons have been played through. And I will say that I wanted to strangle and murderize that guy that keeps coming up in between the races. He was really, really, really annoying. The good. Procedural generated tracks, very good idea. Killing to boost, very good idea. Upgrades to the car, very good idea. Multiplayer, great idea. The bad. Challenges felt odd at times. Desert, snowmen, weird. Looked kind of okay, I suppose, but I expected more and sounded very generic. Felt grindy after a while as well. And after all that, I suppose you want to score. Well, this is my own personal score before I have people going on at me about how I'm wrong at this. But I'm going to score it a 3- out of 5. A really nice idea, but felt rather average in the end and in the implementation. Such a shame because I was so looking forward to this one. And as for my alternative, well, I'm going to go for something a little bit more fun. I'm going to go for Tabletop Racing World Tour Nitro Edition. I own this game, I know it's fun, it's great in multiplayer, it's actually pretty decent in single player as well. And yeah, I enjoyed this one a lot more than the Bloody Rally Show. And with that, if you have any comments whatsoever on the Bloody Rally Show, then leave them down in the comments, that's where they belong. And also, why not hit that like and subscribe button and become a member of the, well, Switchhead family. And also, talking about member of the Switchhead family, come and join us in our community Discord. You're all welcome, we're a nice bunch, we're friendly, we like to chat about our favourite things, Nintendo Switch and gaming of course, because life is better when we switch together.